NerdWerkz presents Trevor Keller,
Dave, we've all been killed by a snow wolf in World of Warcraft.
Dave Thomas, Greg Burke,
I would rather eat glass than play EVE Online.
The Next Level, Episode 7, Diablo Assemble! Wait, what the hell? Dude,
So welcome everyone to another episode of The Next Level, Episode 7. I believe it's Episode 7. With me as always are my gaming enthusiast friends, Dave Thomas.
Hey, what's going on?
And Trevor Keller.
Hey, Internet.
So, I'm going to get into my very first story. I'm going to skip the small talk, so... No.
Skip the pleasantries.
So Famitsu...
No foreplay at all.
A guy named Famitsu comments on the Final Fantasy remake, and people have been wanting this Final Fantasy remake for a long time. Like, people have been begging Square Enix to make it because everyone said, like 7, like I told you, we talked about it like last week, that you guys missed out on Final Fantasy 7, which is like the best Final Fantasy, you know, in the genre.
True.
Arguably, if some people differ, but so basically, he says that they have to make sure that they retain assets of the old games. We're not sure. Here's what we say. We're not sure if we agree with this fact, considering how many people love the old games and hate the new direction, because everyone hates since like 10, everyone's hated all the Final Fantasies because they just don't know where they're doing anymore. When asked about the remake, Famitsu replied, "There are a lot of people who want to remake Final Fantasy VII. However, new titles take precedence. We work our hardest to make something that might be even better than Final Fantasy VII." Okay, first of all, I'm sorry, I'm going to have to call bullshit on that one. Everybody hated the last Final Fantasy. It was a joke. It was just like this linear adventure. It wasn't an open world at all. It was like completely, everything that made Final Fantasy was like gone in it. Like, it was just horrible. So,
does anyone like Final Fantasy anymore?
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, they don't. Like, I mean, all the Final Fantasies after 10 have just gotten like mediocre reviews, and like fans were like, whatever. It just seemed to get farther and farther away from what Final Fantasy had become, and people were really started hating that. So, but I guess they are making it. I guess this confirms it, since, you know, there's an article on it that they are remaking it, but they just want to finish their other crappy games first before they actually put a lot of money into this one. And actually, I heard they're in trouble. Square Enix, like, I heard, like, they're in, like, financial difficulties, and I'm not really sure what that means, financial difficulties, because that could mean, like, you know, oh, this quarter they made, you know, $1 billion instead of $3 billion, or something like that. You know, that's because when
it's a rough life, right? Lots of problems.
Right, because when a huge corporation, you know, says, oh, we're not doing so well, like, I don't know what context that's in, because I mean, they probably make a lot of money. They're just not used to making as much as they did, like, you know, in the early 2000s or in the 90s or whatever. Mm-hmm. So the popular thing that Square Enix is doing is distributing games. That's like the more popular thing now. Is to, like, these companies that used to make their own games are now just be distributors. So, like, hiring other smaller studios to make a game, and then they just distribute it. They did that with Dead Island. Remember that zombie game I showed you? Square Enix distributed that. And,
but they didn't produce it, huh?
No, they didn't produce it. They just gave money. Well, I guess they kind of produced it. They gave money to Deep Silver.
They weren't directly hand-on.
They weren't developing it.
Yeah,
right.
With the game.
Right. So, but yeah, so there you go, guys. It's confirmed Final Fantasy VII is being redone, but they have to get all their copy games out of the way first before they do this one.
Do you think maybe the rumors about them struggling is true because we haven't seen anything about Kingdom Hearts 3?
Actually, it's funny you mention that, because they just announced that the Game Boy, the 3DS version that's coming out, they've made like several freaking prequels and sidebars to Kingdom Hearts with the handheld gaming genre. The new one that's called Kingdom Hearts 3D is officially marked as the third, is the sequel to 2.
Oh, so
and
they're making it a DS game. Huh?
Yeah, and I'm like, cool.
That's too bad.
And it makes sense though, because like it's not a really graphic, you know, intense game, so it can be played on the 3DS. But I don't have a 3DS. I'm not gonna pay $175 or whatever it is for 3DS to play a Kingdom Hearts game. I just won't get it. So. Even though I'm a huge fan, I'll just like they've butchered it. They've made too many prequels, too many side stories, too many Game Boy games, and it's been butchered. And it's lost all its appeal to me.
That's what happens when you have a game that gets people excited. You know, sometimes you have a company that's smart and waits, you know, before they start putting a bunch of crap out and sort of try to space it out. And then there are some that just rapid fire them at you so often but eventually you just get numb to it. So yeah,
Call of Duty.
you know what? I hate to say it, but yeah, Call of Duty's one of those. Like, they're shut up. I will slap you right in the face. But no, like with Call of Duty, you just get hit with the same game over and over and over, and eventually you just get numb. So when they finally come out with the game you were waiting for, you don't care anymore.
Right.
It's just not a big enough deal for you to make the effort. So
yeah, but
that's no surprise.
But what's the difference between like Call of Duty and Kingdom Hearts? Because like unlike Kingdom Hearts, people are still buying the Call of Duty games like crazy, even though they literally are the same game with different weapons.
Because it's the same game with different weapons. That's exactly that. Because it's one of those cliche, iconic first-person shooters. If you're not playing Call of Duty, then what are you? A loser? What are you, a
non-jock gamer? A non-jock gamer.
I want my AK-47 to be a different shade of gold.
That's exactly what I want. I want the ability to print my name on the clips when I drop them on the ground. That's what I want.
Trevor, you're going to get a job, and they're going to be like, we want you to model this AK-47, but we want you to do it in a different shade of gray. And you'll be like, God damn it. And you'll just like,
Here's the prop from Call of Duty 4. Just reskin it. Just retexture it.
Just retexture.
I just want it to look slightly different, just so we can repackage it and send it out as Call of Duty 8.
That's why they're able to put out these games every year. They've already got everything built.
Of course they do. All they're doing, every new Call of Duty goes, okay, let's see. We don't want a UAV anymore. Now it's going to be a UCAV. It's not only just a UAV, now it also fires one missile. And then that's all they change. And boom, new game. $60 per person.
That's actually going up, but we'll talk about that next week.
And you know what? We all buy them.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Shut up and take my money.
Shut up.
That's right. You shut up and take my money.
All right, guys. Well, anyway, so yeah, Final Fantasy VII is being redone. Yay. Rejoice. Let's get into our second story of the night. Trevor, with some Diablo 3 news. Trevor.
Oh, okay. Skip right to me.
Yeah.
Sorry, Dave. You're done.
I guess my story's been booted.
No, we were gonna go Trevor and then you.
All right, that's fine.
Okay, that's fine. Well,
that is not what we agreed.
Yeah, you guys may have noticed that a small game that's only been in development for, I don't know, like 10 years, has just launched. Diablo 3 was launched yesterday or the day before. I don't know, depending on when you guys.
How long it takes Greg to upload this?
It'll be up tonight. Jesus, it'll be up tonight. God, so much pressure.
By the way, can I just say something?
No.
Squeal. Excited squeal over Diablo 3.
Well, it's probably a good thing that you didn't get it the first day because, lo and behold, there are a slew of problems on Diablo 3 day one. Yeah. Let's see. On day one, Blizzard performs emergency maintenance on Diablo 3 servers. So Blizzard was forced to perform emergency maintenance on its Diablo 3 servers yesterday in order to fix the many login and connection issues that players have been having since the game's launch. Of course, there's 10 million people trying to log on. It's just the servers are crashing. It's total chaos. Cats living with dogs.
Mass hysteria.
Yeah. But also, apparently there's some kind of achievement server that keeps track of your achievements. Well, all of your achievements aren't showing up for some reason, and it's due to the overload on the servers, of course. But Blizzard is assuring all the players that don't worry, your achievements are still there. They're just taking a while to ping the server and then have the information sent back to you. So, all you Diablo 3 players out there, don't worry, your achievements are still there. They're just invisible, so you can't look at them.
But
no,
Trevor,
you can't enjoy them.
How are people supposed to know what kind of nerd I am if I'm not able to show my achievements? How will they know how many hours I've already logged onto this game in day 2 of the launch?
We'll never know.
Oh God, no!
And
unnecessary achievements are unnecessary in computer games.
Well, and the cherry on top is there is a game-breaking bug. So gamers have found a game-breaking bug. Oh, I'm having trouble saying that. Game-breaking. Say that 10 times real fast.
Yeah, say that fast. Yeah.
I don't want to.
So the issue triggers error 3006, which boots users from Diablo 3 servers and prohibits them from logging back in. So the issue is if you're playing a Demon Hunter, players who equip a shield to a Templar follower run the risk of being disconnected from the game servers. Blizzard is currently investigating the issue, and according to the European Customer Service Twitter feed, a fix is on the way. The fix should be there already. But yeah, there's just I wanted to bring it up to you guys. Why do gamers insist on playing such popular titles like this? I mean, this game has been in development for nearly 10 years, maybe more.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of the most anticipated games. You got to know that the shit's gonna hit the fan day one, and you're not gonna be able to play. I mean, I was just telling you guys earlier. A friend of mine, he had to log on to an Asian server just to play the game because all the servers were bogged down. So, bring some light to this, guys. I mean, why do people do this to themselves? It's like self-deprecation.
Well,
they just love to. They've been waiting so long that they just love to torture themselves. I mean, I don't know.
Well, first of all, whoever's clicking their mouse, I'm going to kill them. So
that'd be Trevor.
Click, 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 click. Dude, I mean, he's playing Diablo as he's talking
That's right.
about.
Yeah, he's
click,
playing
click,
as
click,
we
click.
speak.
Playing Minecraft, guys.
Wow.
I don't know. I'm personally meh about Diablo. I think people were really excited about this game because it takes them 10 years to make it, and but when you have a team of 20 people working on Diablo 3 and then a team of 20,000 working on World of Warcraft, this is why it takes so long.
Ain't that the freaking truth?
I just have this vision of Blizzard where they have these three, because if you've ever been to Irvine, they have these three big buildings, right? And I have a feeling that all three of those buildings are dedicated to WoW, and then there's a little shack in the back where there's 5 people working on Diablo 3 and 5 people working on StarCraft 2, and that's it.
It's a shed. It's a really nice shed.
Yeah. It's not a shed, you guys. It's a closet, and it's a walk-in closet.
It's a walk-in
okay,
closet.
So let's give credit where credit's due. But it's a walk-in closet. Yeah, there's 3 dudes crammed in a walk-in closet somewhere that were putting together Diablo 3.
But no, I don't know why people play the game, especially online games like that. Like MMOs, I will never play day of, because MMOs are going to be broken as crazy broken when they come out. With servers crashing and getting new characters. I mean, there's some characters that get deleted and lose their levels, and all weird kind of stuff happens.
Yeah. Even without glitches, I mean, just the sheer number of people playing, you're gonna have crashes. You're gonna have all kinds of issues, even if the game itself is flawless. You know what I mean? That having this sort of traffic on a server is just gonna bog it down. So I mean, for me, I cannot wait. I really want to play the game. However, I haven't picked it up yet because I know that I would be right there yelling at my computer, throwing my laptop across the room because I can't play the brand new game that I just purchased. So I'm going to put off for 2 weeks. I'm going to assume within 2 weeks they'll have all the major bugs dealt with, and then I'll be able to play.
I also wanted to ask you guys, have you guys encountered any games where there's been day one, game crashing problems? I mean, I was telling you guys earlier about one that I've experienced, but have you guys any horror stories?
Yeah, I do, and you actually remember it too. It's the Arkham City one where I got trapped in that room and I couldn't get out.
What now? Was that on the beta?
No, that was when the game came out. Day one, I got it, and I popped it in, and I was playing it. It was at the first level where you get into the smelt factory, and you get the magnetic gun that opens the drapes, right? And then,
yes.
And then RB closes it, and then the right bumper opens it. Well, both of them weren't working. It just kept shuttering.
And you got trapped inside the.
So yep, and I had to restart. I restarted the game, started over, and did the mission again, and then it worked. So yeah, that ruined my experience though, because I was 45 minutes in or 40 minutes in or whatever, and I had to restart the game, which was very agitating.
That sucks.
What about you, Dave?
Yeah.
Me, I had a really frustrating one, and I think it was one of the Fables. I think it was Fable 2. I'd been running around playing with my character for a good long time, got into one of those demon head doors, went into the little instance, got my magic items and opened the chests and all that stuff, and it wouldn't let me out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I got stuck.
Well,
and so I was like...
It was a demon door.
I know, right? What a bastard.
Yeah, right.
Well, and so I was like, oh, okay, cool, I'll revert to my last save game. And I hadn't done anything. I hadn't done any missions or anything, so it didn't autosave. And I definitely lost 4 or 5. I'd spent that whole Saturday just running around buying stuff and just working on the achievements and crap. No, nothing that would be save worthy. And then so I ended up having to redo everything. I ended up having to restart my character or restart my game from my last save point, which was 5 hours before.
Boo.
I was pretty pissed off.
Yeah, I was just telling you guys, but I'll tell the listeners. All of us Splinter Cell fans, we experienced this on the day one. I think it was either the first or second level, but it was only like 10 minutes into the level. As soon as you get to your first checkpoint and you walk through a door, the game froze and completely locked up your Xbox. And it happened every single time you tried. It wasn't like just a once in a blue moon glitch. It was a confirmed game-breaking glitch on day one, and it was awful.
That's so frustrating.
I'm the hugest Splinter Cell fan. I was waiting for Conviction forever, and then day one, I can't even play the damn game. And it was like the first level. I mean, I didn't even get half an hour into the game before it just broke and completely locked up the Xbox. And I think they came out with a patch.
They had to have come out. Yeah, they had to have come out pretty quick because I don't remember that happening, but I remember having it the first day. I may have played more multiplayer.
I know that
the scenario.
Well, no, that couldn't have been. Conviction didn't have multiplayer.
Didn't it?
Oh, it had like it had like challenge modes. I can't remember what they're called.
Yeah, where you're
AI
shooting at bots. Yeah, I think I must have played more of that the first day because I don't remember it freezing up, but I remember having it with you.
I know that there was some other error in the game, and they released a day one patch to fix that error, but that day one patch ended up causing the game-breaking glitch. So I think we had to wait a whole day in order for them to patch it again. So it was just
that's
awful.
right. I remember that. Yeah, we downloaded the patch, and we're like, oh, that's weird. A patch right when we buy the game. Strange. And yeah, you go to play, and I do remember that. I remember being super pissed. Yeah, I think they came out with a patch like within the 6 hours. Like it was really fast.
It's just.
But yeah, it was pretty frustrating.
I don't know. It's almost like, I know game testers are testing away, but like how are things like that missed? Mm-hmm. Like bringing it back to Diablo 3. I mean, this game is the most anticipated game in forever. At least in PC games. Yeah. How did they not test their servers? Like they had to have known that millions of people were going to be logging on. I mean, that's usually what betas are for. The Battlefield 3 beta was to test their server load. DC Universe, they release all these betas to test servers. How did they not anticipate this?
Yeah, it is sort of shocking. I mean, they're a pretty big company. They should have known what they were in for.
Yeah, it's mind-boggling. I don't know, but I'm not a Diablo fan, so I don't really have to worry about it.
I don't think it's that none of us are fans. Well, Dave said he's a fan. I never played.
Shut up! I'm a fan.
I never played the first, second, or third one. It's not that I don't think it's a bad game. I just have no interest. I'm just completely neutral about it. That's all. I mean, it just seems like games.
I played the first and second one. I was telling you, Greg, it's just a kill and loot.
Yeah, it's very repetitive.
That's all you do.
Right.
I mean,
you know what we should have done?
Change your class, but it's shiny spell or big axe, and it's still just kill and loot.
You know what we should have done? Dan got the game. Our buddy Dan picked up Diablo 3 and has played it. We should have had him on as a special guest. We could have had his first-hand exclusive.
I heard today at work there's some Korean players that have already beat the game. They beat it day one.
God, why would you do that?
That's just like people. I saw on Modern Warfare day one, like at midnight, our time. Mm-hmm. Someone like on the East Coast had already prestiged.
That's
insane.
So dumb. That's so dumb. What a waste of time.
Yeah.
Well, if you guys have checked out Diablo 3, link is below. You guys can get it or watch reviews on it or whatnot if it works. But now let's shape to a more superhero subject. Dave.
All right. I am way excited about this.
Is that a movie that just came out, I think?
There was. It's this little tiny film called The Avengers. And it was awesome. I saw it this last weekend. I know I was late. I saw it Sunday. I'm damn near.
It's okay. I haven't seen it.
I know you haven't seen it, so we're not going to get into a whole lot of details. But
no spoilers here.
No, yeah, we're going to do our best to keep the spoilers to a minimum. But I noticed something as I was looking through the internet. The Avengers has rocked the box office. They have destroyed it. They're actually on course to be the number one top grossing box office worldwide. They're let me look at my my information here.
They beat,
so far
they beat Harry Potter, right?
not yet.
Harry.
Well, sorry. That's overall they haven't yet, but they did beat them in the
Opening weekend, right?
For the opening weekend.
Yeah.
They beat Harry Potter. They tied Avatar. So they are and this last week, the second week, they smoked Avatar. This last week they've made 103 million compared to the 75 million that Avatar took on its second week. So they're actually on par for beating the 2.7 billion gross of Avatar as it stands right now. And in fact, I've actually got the worldwide grosses as we see them. Avatar topped out at 2.7 billion, and as it shows right now, the Avengers is just over 1 billion. But of course, that number is going to continue up because they're still in theaters. Which reminds me, actually, I've never actually been to this site. It's the top grosses worldwide of all time, and I've got the top 10. So we're going to play a game. We've already said that Avatar is number 1. Marvel's Avengers is number 9. Can you guys guess the other 8?
Okay, hold on. It's just
and I'm just gonna warn you. Some of them are sort of surprising.
No,
there's one specifically that I'm really surprised that it did as well, just because I didn't think that it would have done that. It wouldn't have. I didn't think it would have made that much money.
All right. Well, let's just go back and forth between me and
Yeah,
Greg.
yeah. Let's see who can rock the most points.
All right, I'm gonna go with one of the Lord of the Rings movies. I'm gonna say Fellowship of the Ring. Fellowship, yeah.
You are on the right franchise. Lord of the
Return
Rings.
of the King.
Return of the King.
I was gonna say that. Damn it.
Number 5 at $1,119,000,000 total gross. So one point for you, Trev. What about you, Greg? You are on the board.
Okay, is this opening weekend or total gross?
This is total gross.
Okay, I'm gonna say Titanic has to be on there somewhere.
Number 2, Titanic at $2.18 billion, and
he's looking at the list.
No,
I
I'm
am
not.
looking at the list.
I'm not looking at the list.
He is looking at the list.
No, I'm not. None of us are
Don't
looking at the
you
list.
do
I
it.
promise.
I should be the only one looking at the list.
You are. You're the only one.
Titanic has actually seen an increase in its numbers recently because it was re-released, and it is still currently in theaters. So it's showing higher numbers than it did in the most recent past. All right, so
I'm gonna go. Even though it was a shit movie, I'm gonna say Spider-Man 3.
Spider-Man not on the board.
No Spider-Man?
Not on the top 10.
Oh, okay.
Definitely not on the top 10.
Well, that's
Greg?
good because it was a shit movie.
Okay.
Yeah, I was not very happy with that movie.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna say Gone with the Wind.
Gone with the Wind, also not the top 10.
Really? Wow.
You know, it's probably on the. I'm sure it's on the top 100, not on the top 10. Now remember, this is box office gross. This isn't DVD sales or anything like that.
Oh wait, Harry Potter, Deathly Hallows Part 2.
Harry Potter, Deathly Hallows Part 2 is in the number 3 slot at $1.32 billion. All right, that's 2 for Trev. Greg, there's actually one of these up here. It's gonna count for 2 because there's 2 of them up there.
Okay, I'm gonna be kind of specific, so I'm gonna say Star Wars Episode 1.
Wow, good call. Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, is at the number 10 slot at
barely made it.
$1.02 billion. And since it is back in the theaters because they've released it on 3D, its numbers are steadily growing.
All right, let's see.
All right,
here.
so we're tied up 2-2.
What do we have? We have number 1, 2,
We have
3,
number 1, 2, 3,
5,
5, 9, and 10.
So we're missing. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna go with. Let's keep it at Star Wars. Episode 1.
No. No. He already got Star Wars. There are no more Star Wars franchises.
Okay.
Yeah. No more Star Wars franchise. We're gonna count whole franchises. That way we're not here forever.
Okay. Gosh, I'm drawing a blank. Let's see.
Think of some big ones. Think of some of the ones that we've Love.
Twilight.
Twilight not on the top 10. Thank God.
Yeah, okay, I can sleep tonight now.
Yeah, Twilight is not on the top 10. I'm glad to say.
Not enough tweens out there.
No, yeah, no more twinkle vampires. We're not doing that. All right, Greg, go ahead.
I'm gonna say Dark Knight.
Dark Knight also not up there.
Really?
That's a shame.
Yeah, no, I know. Such a bummer, right? In fact, The Dark Knight comes in at number 12.
Oh,
So close.
so
No
close.
cigar. $1.001 billion. Just 1 million over the billion.
Hey, but you know what? It's in the top 12.
You know what? It is in the top 12.
So that's
it is the top 12. All right, Trevor.
Oh man.
All right, you guys are still tied up. Come on, we got some big ones. Think of some of the big draws. And one of these things is going to count as 2.
Top Jaws.
Not there.
I was reaching for that one.
All right, Greg, what do you think, man?
Godfather.
Godfather not on the top 10.
Oh, this is a weird list. It must be like.
I know.
Okay.
Well, remember, and it's domestic and overseas.
So it's accumulating though. It's like basically it's not. It's like current. So it's not
Transformers.
Just like,
One of the Transformers.
One of the Transformers is on there, and that's the surprising one. Transformers: Dark of the Moon at space number 4.
You know what?
At
probably
1
the 3D version because I bet I know the 3D kicked ass.
Yeah, $1.123 billion. Ranked number 4. The movie was fine, but I'm surprised it made so much money. I'm surprised it hit so high. And one of the things that really helped it was it had a pretty high overseas box office.
I think it
high. It was high here,
right?
Oh, it did way better overseas.
Yeah, I think all these movies are.
A lot of the movies up here are up in the high 400 millions domestic. Transformers: Dark of the Moon is only 352 million. 352 million domestic. The rest of it was all overseas. Almost twice. Actually, no, sorry, more than twice its domestic box office it received overseas.
wow.
What's the score?
All right, so the score is 3 Trevor, 2 Greg. Greg, it's to you.
Okay. Claude.
We've got 1 through 5, and
We need
9 and 10.
6, 7, 8.
Yep.
I gotta say, oh god, that's so new though, because it's doing it's like an accumulative thing, so it's doing like.
I know.
It's always Hunger Games.
Hunger Games is actually way down the list. I checked just to see how it was doing. It is number 54.
Okay.
Hunger Games is not doing as well as I would have expected. I figured it would have been in the top 20. All right, Trevor, come on. We got 3 left.
I know. I'm trying to think of what.
And one of them is still worth 2. One of them is still worth 2.
Now, when you say worth 2, are we talking like number 1 and number 2?
There are 2 movies that score at number 6 and number 8 on the list. So one franchise, 2 of their movies are in the top 10.
Wow.
I know.
All
right, you guys.
Let's.
You concede.
X-Men.
X-Men not on the list, not on the top 10. Greg.
Okay, so there's 2. You got 6. Yes, you said 6 and 8.
6 and 8.
I'm trying to think of re-releases because that seems to be like the main point of making a lot of money.
These were not re-releases.
Oh.
These 3 were not re-releases. Don't start thinking of movies that are too old.
Oh my god. So
Fairly new.
I'm gonna say Iron Man 2.
Iron Man is not up there. In fact, they are not any superhero franchise
Okay. Damn.
at all. All right, Trev, what do you got, man?
Oh man, I don't know.
You guys are missing these. One of these, it's not as obvious, but the double pointer here is really, you guys are gonna kick yourselves.
Oh. Man.
There's no more Star Wars on the list, right?
No more Star Wars, no more superhero movies,
Star Trek.
no Star Trek. Greg, any idea, man?
Damn.
Any idea?
I'm gonna kick myself. Hold on. I'm trying to think of like.
You really are. In fact, you are gonna laugh so hard. And I'll tell you why in a minute.
And like you said, so the Dark Knight is number 12, and like Batman Begins you would consider that in the franchise, right? So
There are, like I said, no more superheroes on the board.
oh man, okay, I'm trying to think because like that's all they've been pushing out every summer lately.
The only superhero movie is the Avengers.
Please don't say it's Breaking Dawn.
No Breaking
No,
Dawn.
that falls under Twilight.
Okay, I wasn't sure. It's like,
Yeah,
please,
no
love of
Twilight. No Twilight.
God, I
All right,
don't.
Trev. All right. I'm gonna give you guys each one more guess because we are dragging on like crazy. Trev.
All right. I'm going with Short Circuit. I don't know. I concede. I don't know. I'm gonna put it on my head with 3 points.
There is no Short Circuit movie on the top 10.
That's a shame. Right? Maybe the reboot will be there.
Now, that's right. Now, all right, Greg, for the tie.
I have no.
What? Actually, if you guess the right franchise, you can win this one.
Oh my god, I'm definitely gonna kick myself if I forget.
No
okay,
he's looking at the list right now.
I'm not looking at the list. I really want to get this. I'm actually on the spread. And by the way, Dave, we were talking earlier, completely off subject, but the Kree and the Skrull Empire are two different ones, and it's Kree Empire. The Kree Empire are at war with the Skrulls.
That's what I was thinking.
So that's so clear. Sorry, nerd alert. Okay.
Anyways.
Okay, so it's no more superhero movies on the board. So get superhero movies out of my head.
Yeah, no superhero, no Harry Potter. We've already got Transformers. No more Lord of the Rings. No Star Wars.
Damn, I can't.
What else is there?
Yes, something. Come
what
on,
else
Greg.
matters?
All right, do you give up?
I'm gonna say okay. Wait, hold on. I can get this. I'm trying to think of my DVD collection. So I buy all the big. I buy all the big.
God, I certainly hope you edit this down a little bit.
Shoot, I have one.
Don't say it. Don't you say it, Trevor.
No,
oh my God.
I didn't look at the list, but I have a guess.
Okay, wait. Can you give me a hint? Is it one of them? Okay, wait. Pirates of the Caribbean.
Ah, ding, 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 ding. There's the winner right then and there. Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man's Chest at spot number 6, $1.066 billion. And at number 8, Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides at $1.043 billion.
I was going to guess Indiana Jones.
Indiana Jones would have been a good one, but it is not up there. So yeah, so the last two. Well, sorry.
The takes it away.
That's right. He guessed it. Pirates of the Caribbean, and spot number 7, which nobody guessed, Toy Story 3.
Really?
Oh. Yeah, I would not have expected. That was another shocker. But honestly, the biggest shocker for me was Transformers: Dark of the Moon at number 4.
Really? Because those movies are so bad.
Yeah. So to recap, number 1 we've got Avatar. Number 2, Titanic. Number 3, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. Number 4 is Transformers: Dark of the Moon. Number 5, Lord of the Rings: The Return of the King. Epic. Number 6, Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man's Chest. Number 7, Toy Story 3. Number 8, Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides. Number 9, the topic of our little conversation today, Marvel's The Avengers. And at number 10, Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace.
Can you email me that link? Can I look at it now? I want to see it.
Yes, now you're allowed to look at it.
Yay!
It's already up on your monitor.
Yay. I know, right?
You know, I think it's so funny that like people are like, the Avengers are making so much money. It's like, well, I mean, can't believe that's news. It's like, duh. Like, I expected it to blow out the water, even if it sucked. Because
well,
like
course.
you build up a campaign for 5 years, yeah.
You know. Yeah, but, if you spend millions and millions of dollars making multiple movies that set up the Avengers, I mean, yeah, it's gonna do well.
But yeah,
everyone's just gonna get psyched about it.
Well, and it's got Scarlett Johansson in black spandex.
Yes, it does. And
so
we loved her the entire time.
I didn't like her as
in fact, without spoiling it, I like to say her introduction to that movie, epic, so very perfect.
She's Batman.
She is. No, she's more than Batman, if that's even possible. She's Batman with a sexy ass body. That's what she is.
I didn't buy her as Black Widow though. I mean, she was good. I didn't buy her as Black Widow. I need someone a little older.
It's because she couldn't do a convincing Russian accent, so they just let her speak English.
Are you serious? Is that real? Is that?
I'm going to assume so. I mean, she's a Russian, so why wouldn't she have a Russian accent?
They're like, just shake your ass. You don't have to worry about the Russian accent.
Yeah. So I'm sure. I can't help but wonder, did they go, your Russian really sucks, so we're gonna do tighter black spandex. You know what I mean? Like, we're gonna take that zipper that hides your cleavage. We're just gonna take that down.
Oh, okay. Here's the thing I was going to tell you. I told you guys earlier, but there's a rumor floating around that if the Spider-Man, the Amazing Spider-Man, doesn't do as well as the Avengers opening weekend, or doesn't do as well or close to, that Fox is going to approach Paramount to put him in the next Avengers movie, because apparently all the actors in the Avengers movie signed up for a 3-picture deal. If anyone doesn't know that.
Nice.
That's official.
There should be 3 Avengers.
Well, yeah,
three Avengers movies.
Chris Evans signed up for 3 Cap movies, Captain America's, and I think
nice.
I know there's a third Iron Man. So yeah,
there is.
They're just going crazy with this Marvel universe.
Hey, you know what? They're doing a great job.
Aren't they
really...
rebooting Fantastic Four too?
I hope not. That needs to die. If they do, they should put it in the Avengers because the Fantastic movies. I'm doing my next fan reviews are going to be on the Fantastic Four.
The first one or Silver Surfer?
The first one.
I don't know. I felt like those movies were fine. They weren't blockbuster great, but they were okay.
I liked who played Mr. Fantastic. I hated that they had Jessica Alba as Susan Storm
with blonde hair and blue eyes, right? The blue contact. It's just Latina, and it looks so wrong.
That was a little odd looking, but I also can't fault Jessica Alba because God. And I'm just not going to say what I was thinking because my wife will destroy me.
I'm going to have to delete you.
Yeah, so, just cut that whole part from the podcast.
I mean, the Avengers was good. It's funny. I think I don't think Josh Whedon's responsible for the success. I think the movie would have been successful anyway. Like, you know what I mean? Like, kind of like I remember going to a seminar.
You know what? Like, I think Josh Whedon's a pretty talented guy. I mean, almost everything he's done, I've been a huge fan of. You know what I mean? So like. I think that was a great choice. I think he added something to the movie, but yeah, it probably would have done just fine anyways.
Well, he did do Alien Resurrection.
I liked Alien Resurrection,
and he did write the story. And he was responsible for the story arc in X-Men 3.
Wait, which? What do you mean?
The story arc, the story that they based X-Men 3 off of was an arc that Josh Whedon wrote in the Astonishing X-Men.
Really?
Yep. So he has his skeletons in his closet.
All right. So he's got one fault.
Well, no, I'm just saying that because like I went to the seminar and these at this post house and the editors were there like, oh, we did the Avengers and it's gotten over 4 million downloads in 2 days. I'm like, because you cut the Avengers. I mean, I could have cut a trailer of Hulk just like walking and it would have gotten 40 million hits if I said the Avengers 2 on it. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah, exactly.
They're like, oh, we got 4 million hits. I'm like, yeah, dude, it's the Avengers. That's why. It has nothing to do with your editing. It's just because it's the Avengers.
They have 5 movies setting them up, so it has literally nothing to do with how you cut it.
Oh, finally, Dave, I can ask you since you've seen it. Captain America's costume, didn't it look atrocious?
No, it looked fine.
What's
it looked
with
like
that
a
mask
comic
thing?
book.
What's with that mask thing?
Yeah, I haven't seen the movie, but I've seen the trailer, and that costume is horrendous looking.
Dude, that's the way he looks in the comics.
Just take. I want him without a mask.
That helmet is whatever he's wearing on his head.
Yeah, that's what ruins it because it's a different texture.
It's supposed to be removable. That's the whole point. If it's not like hard like the suit that he's wearing. The suit that he's wearing is like thick and padded because it's supposed to be sorta armor. But his hood, he needs to be able to remove it and stuff. So yeah, it's made of like a more clothy. I'm trying to think of the word, like not terry cloth, but it's a lot softer looking than the rest of the costume.
Oh wait, sorry, I gotta correct myself. It's not Paramount that owns the Avenger property. It's Buena Vista. That's right. Disney purchased the Marvel comics, so they own all the rights.
Yeah, they 100% own all the rights to Marvel comics.
Yeah, they own the rights there, but actually, interesting
Disney Empire continue to march on.
Right.
Pretty soon we'll be goose stepping our way to Disneyland.
I think it's funny that a company that has only targeted teeny boppers these last 10 years has a male property.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think that's funny because Disney has put up nothing good out like in such a long time. Like as far as like their channel and animated features and stuff, except for like the Toys Pixar stuff.
Hopefully they're realizing that, so they're trying to change. Because man, the old school Disney was great, but man, nowadays, oh my God, the little sitcoms they've got running are awful.
I mean, what about Jack Sparrow? You know,
that's true.
They had that. I mean, that was a male. Right there, male role.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God!
And the new Brave coming out. That's supposed to be their
breakout
female.
Pretty awesome. Brave looks pretty awesome. I have to say, I thought
it's gonna be their first like female lead role in a movie in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God!
That looks pretty good.
Number 11 is Alice in Wonderland. That movie sucked.
I know, but all the Burtonites went out and saw it. My brother included, man.
You know, honestly,
all the Tim Burton lovers, they ran to him and said, "Here's our money, take it."
Tim hasn't made a good movie since Big Fish. I'm sorry.
That's because he hasn't made an original movie since Big Fish.
Yeah, everything else has been garbage. I went and saw Dark Shadows. Actually enjoyed Dark Shadows. It wasn't too Tim Burton-ish.
Was it okay?
It was kind of slow, but it was good. It was simple. It was about a family, which was nice. It was about a family living in a house. It was simple, and it wasn't too Tim Burton-ish. Like if you saw the movie,
it was number 2 in the box office.
That's good because it was okay.
I mean, Avengers led the charge still, but it was right behind Avengers.
Just next time you guys watch, whichever one you watch that, I want you to. You played the old fighting. You've touched them or seen the old fighting games, right? With Captain America, like the 2D fighting games for like the PlayStation and arcades. Whenever you see Captain America fighting and he throws his shield, just think of shield slash, shield slash. Like just every single time he does it, like picture him saying that. Now,
no, I really like the way they did Captain America. He was very acrobatic, which is how he's always been in the comics, and I didn't get the same sort of feel for the acrobats in the Captain America movie, but there were a lot of really cool scenes where Cap is doing acrobatic moves, which is kind of nice.
Well, that's his fighting style.
I like that. No, I know, but I didn't see that as much as I wanted to in the Captain America movie.
And
I didn't feel like they really focused on that very much. But in this one, they actually did. They really focused on the fact that each of them have a different way of fighting, and like Iron Man, he's all based about his speed. He's all about flying and using the force of his flight to hit people and stuff, or using his technology to shoot at them and whatnot. In fact, there's a sweet fight between Thor and Iron Man where Thor is just standing and kicking ass, and Iron Man has to like fly around him and through him, and that's the only way that he can really build up enough momentum to cause any impact on Thor.
See, the breakdown is Hulk is the tank, Iron Man is a controller. Let's see. What
Iron Man's a blaster. What do you mean a controller?
Well, DPS controller.
DPS,
Thor's DPS. So it's it's your standard adventuring party.
Exactly.
I loved the movie.
It's okay because Thor can also cross tank, so it's not a big deal if the Hulk isn't there.
Well, he's dual specs.
They finally
he's dual
they
specs.
finally did his shield right too. They finally show his shield working, which is nice because they never explained that in the stupid Joe Johnson movie.
Yeah, the fact that it spoiler alert. Go ahead and plug your ears.
No, it's okay. It's not a spoiler. It's his shield's made out of vibranium, and what they never talk about in the Joe Johnson movie because it sucked was that when something hits it, it absorbs all the force. So if someone punches it or shoots a big someone threw a bowling ball at him going 50 miles an hour, it would literally hit his shield and fall down. It wouldn't move Cap back at all because his shield absorbs all the force, so it doesn't move, and that's really cool. They didn't explain that though in the Joe Johnson movie, but in this movie they use that a lot, and it's hinted, so it's kind of cool that it's there.
Well, especially in this fight with Thor, that was cool where he jumped.
Wouldn't something like that just shatter your arm?
That's the whole idea. If Thor, I know you're gonna hate me, but I have to explain this. Thor goes to bring his hammer down on Iron Man, right? And Captain America jumps in the way and absorbs the blow, and the force of it throws both Thor and Captain America back. Not Captain America, Thor and Iron Man back, but Captain America just accepts it. He just stands there. It should have been a blow that crushed him under his own shield.
Right.
And
I'm just saying, all that energy that the shield absorbs has to go somewhere.
You know what?
Straight into Captain America.
No, it does not.
It does not.
Because vibranium has the ability to absorb it, and that's right. It has the ability to absorb it and spread it out gently throughout the rest of the universe.
It turns it into fluffy white, feathers.
All right, guys, we're done. We're way over time. We're done. I'm cutting you off.
You are gonna have to cut so much out of this.
No, I'm just gonna leave it up. I mean, people, this is for fun. I mean, I don't think people watch this because it's so long, but I mean, it's just for fun. So, hey guys, thank you guys for joining us. Join us next week, hopefully Tuesday, when I will do episode 8. Yay! So, thanks you guys for watching. Make sure to rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later.